Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to be setting up for the month of November. I'm going to be planning everything out and doing my monthly reset routine. So I am currently in my Tom 90 planner. I currently have 4 planners within this setup. It is my schedule planner, my to-do planner, my faith planner, and my budget planner. When I start off my monthly reset routine, I usually will start off in my to-do planner because this is the space where I will brain dump. I'm just getting everything out of my head and putting it on paper. So we are going to start here. I am going to flip over to a new week because what I will usually do is write out my list of things that I would like to complete for this monthly reset within my planner, and then that way we could check it off as we go. Now I would like to add a couple of stickers in here, so I am going to pull some stickers from this Live Love Posh sticker book. This is the Luxe Fall sticker book. I have used a lot of the stickers that are in here, but I do believe we still have some floral stickers in here, so I'm going to use these. Probably, ooh, the green or the purple. I think I'm gonna do the purple though. I think I'm gonna do these. And this is just to bring some color to the page, and we are going to add in our dates. And this planner, I don't always decorate. I will do it every now and then. One of those days where I do have some extra time. So I'm just going to add in some stickers around here. Since this is like my brain dump planner, I don't always add stickers into it. I'm usually just using it as I go, because most times I'm not setting this one up. I use it really just to kind of clear my head and get all my thoughts on paper. So normally I don't even show this one on camera that often, but I do get questions about it a lot, so I wanted to share with you how I use it. So the stickers are down. Now let's add in some dates. And now I am going to add in my monthly checklist on the sidebar here. So I've added to my sidebar all of the things that I need to do in order to reset and be prepared for the month. And so we are going to review last month's goals, set new goals for the month of November, set up my weekly hourly planner. That's my monthly calendar where I'm going to mark off all of the different events and things that are coming up for the month. And I also need to set up my social media calendar for the month, my faith planner for the month. That is where I will set my monthly planning goals for my faith. And I have also started to add in a monthly organization task. So for this particular month, I want to reorganize our shoe area. I currently have like a shoe rack, but I really want to reorganize that. I believe I'm going to get a cabinet that closes so that the shoes can really be a little bit more put up than they currently are. So I'm going to be doing that this month. And I also have to do some additional holiday planning because I am hosting Thanksgiving, and I always do a November savings challenge, so I need to set that up before Friday, before the day I get paid. This is my checklist. These are all the things that I would like to get done. Now we are going to get started. I am going to flip over to my monthly, actually I'm gonna pull this out, and then we are going to go to my schedule planner because this is where the magic happens. This is where I will set everything up. So we are going to go one by one, and I am going to pull over my planner, look at last month's goals, and set up this month's goals. But I do want to add in some more stickers. So let's add in more stickers to my monthly overview page, and we are going to set up my goals. I always set up 5 goals for the month, so we are going to do the exact same thing here. So I usually have 5 goals for the month, but for the month of November, we have 6 goals: faith, family, health, reading, money, and space. These are all goals that are still related to my spiritual, mental, physical, relational, and financial well-being. And so I just kind of rename them so they can really connect to what I am trying to do. For my faith goal, I have decided to have a word of the month. This is something that I used to do last year, and I've decided to bring it back because I think it helps me to really stay centered on what I want to study for a particular month. So my word for this month is the word reset. So I'm going to be looking up scriptures on reset and seeing if there are any stories that I could kind of relate to that would really help me dive into what God will want me to do in my resetting season. For my health goal, I do have 3. I want to start working out 3 times a week, still fasting after 5 p.m. And my goal is to lose about 5 pounds this month. I am trying to get prepared for Christmas because I know every Christmas I usually will eat a little bit more. So I like to lose a little bit of weight before that time comes. With my family, we will plan a family fun day every single month. So I am going to plan that, and I am also hosting Thanksgiving. So I'm going to mark that down as well. And the new category is the category of space, and this is to remind myself of the organization project that I would like to complete in the month of November. So for this month, I am going to be working on our shoes. We have a shoe spot in our living room that I really want to reorganize because it is currently like an open space where it has open cubby holes and everybody can put their shoes in, but I really want to kind of close off the space. I would like to have doors on that cabinet so that you can't just easily see the shoes. I think that would make it look a little bit more organized. So that is my project for this upcoming month. For my reading goals, I have 2 books that I am reading and 1 podcast that I am listening to a lot. The books are Hidden Profit and Unoffendable, and Emma Grede just started a podcast not too long ago, and I've really been enjoying it. So I'm going to mark that off as well because I do find myself getting some really good nuggets and learning from it. And the last goal that I have is my goal of money, and I am doing my November savings challenge. This is something that I will do every single year. If you're interested in joining me, I will leave the link in my description box. You will get the link to the savings chart, and I do videos about it all the time. So that should be coming up this week as well. Here we are. These are all of my goals. Now I'm just going to pull over my list and we're going to mark off. I did review last month and we set up this month. The next step is to set up my weekly hourly planner calendar. So that is this. So we are going to pull out my future calendar, which has all of the events for the month of November listed on here, and I'm going to transfer all of this into my actual planner. But let's first add a couple of stickers from this fall sticker book. I am still going to go with these green ones. Okay, now let's add in my dates and add in all of the events that are coming up. So for this month, we have a lot of events going on at church, and so I'm going to mark all of those down. We're starting a new series on money at church, and I am also starting my November savings challenge. So we have a lot of things kind of going on, a lot of bits and pieces, and so I'm just marking all of those things down. The different Bible studies that I have to teach, our executive team meeting. We're also connecting with our teams this month, so all of that is being added from this calendar. So I always will mark it off on my portrait style calendar, just so I can have a spot and I don't forget anything, and then I would just transfer it over. Now, I used to toss my portrait style calendar after I did this process, but lately I have been keeping them just in case I wanted to have a quick memory within my planner. After I take out this month, I will still keep my portrait style calendar in case I ever want to look back on a previous month. This is the last full month of things that we have to do for church, because usually in the month of December we will limit the amount of meetings that we have. We try and do a lot of family time in the month of December, so we call that our rest month, which means that we're trying to jam in all of the meetings that we possibly could need before the beginning of the year in the month of November. So after I have marked everything off, this is how it looks. Sometimes I will color code it, but since a majority of this is church, I am not going to color code it because it basically would all be the same color. But I am going to take this sheet and put it back within my portrait style calendar, but I'm going to put it toward the back so that the month of December is still the very first thing that I can flip to when I flipped to my future calendar. Now my calendar is set up, and we can check that off from my monthly checklist. Social media calendar is next, but I'm going to skip that one because it's going to be its own video. Same thing for the faith planner. I'm going to skip that one. I added in my monthly organizational task of organizing our shoes, but when I start to buy the supplies, I will check that one off. So we're going to keep that on this list for now. We're also going to keep on holiday planning and November savings challenge because I am going to create separate videos for all of these things. And so since they are going to be their own video, I'm not going to check them off yet. But we are set up for the month. I'm going to pop this page back into my Tom 90 planner. And then when I am writing down my daily to-dos, I am going to add them here. I currently have just been using my brainstorming notebook for this, and that's because I just knew I wanted to do this video, so I did not roll everything over into this planner the way that I normally would. But now that this video is done, I'm going to start brain dumping and adding in my task like I normally would. So this is what the week in my to-do planner looks like. This is what the month in my weekly hourly planner looks like, and I also have all of my goals, and so we are set up and ready to go for the month. So guys, y'all let me know in the comments below if you are set up and ready to go for the month of November, and I will see you all in my next video. Until then, keep organizing your life so that you can achieve your dreams. Bye guys.